W2WCR, and this is the Warren County Amateur Radio Club Net, held every Thursday night at 7 o'clock on the club's radio network, made up of these four repeaters. Prospect Mountain 2-meter repeater 146.73 with a PL of 100, as well as the Prospect 220 repeater scheduled to link in, as it is right now, for the net, which is at 224.78, no PL. The Birch Hill repeater 146.775 with a PL of 123, and the Gore Mountain repeater, which is 147.135, also with a PL of 123. Wait. My name is Donald, and the call is November 2 Victor Uniform. I'll be net control for tonight's net, and I'll be working through the 146.73 repeater. Everyone, as always, is welcome to join this net. It's a Rag 2 net, not restricted to club members, so please feel free to join us. We welcome all radio amateurs in any county or state. To those who check in, I ask you to let us know when you're going to leave the net, please, so we know to take you out of the rotation. As net control, I won't break in between every single station, but have several stations pass it on in the order that I suggest. This is a directed net, so if you're not sure or don't remember who goes to next, please just send it back to net control. Wait. If at any time there's ever any emergency or priority traffic, please just say the word break and wait for net control. The net will then be suspended until that traffic has been handled. Asking now if there is any emergency or priority traffic. Call. This is M2VU. Nothing heard. If you're unfamiliar with the club and the system, note that there is a Facebook page and a website. Just look us up by the club called W2WCR. That's Whiskey 2, Whiskey Charlie Romeo, or maybe a better way to code it would be Whiskey 2 Warren County Races. You can just put that in on the Facebook search to find our Facebook page. If not, just go to W2WCR.org to get straight to the club the club website. And also know that these link repeaters are owned and maintained by Warren County for Warren and Washington County Races, Aries, Skywarn, and Red Cross. Wait. This is N2VU. Well, as always, we give the courtesy to portables, mobiles, or stations that are short on time. Again, portables, mobiles, stations that are short on time, call now. Your call sign, name, and QTH. All right, nothing heard from portables or mobiles or stations that are short on time, so I'm assuming everyone's got all the time in the world. Open call, any stations for this New Year's edition of the Warren County Amateur Radio Club Net. Call now. This is K2AYQ, Wayne, South Glens Falls.
Here is KD2DJU, Sean, Warrensburg, coming through the Prospect 7.3 repeater.
This is NY2MC. This is Mickey in Glens Falls, coming in through Prospect. This is KD2BVA. Name is David. I'm in Queensbury, also in Prospect. This is KD2GKO, Tom and Will. We've got K2AYQ, Wayne, KD2DJU, Sean, NY2MC, Mickey, KD2BVA, David, KD2GKO, Tom. Good evening, everyone. Any other stations wanting to join the net? Call now, your call sign, name, and QTH, please. really low bands, but obviously hearing some propagation or some DX. So I was wondering if maybe even 10 meters or 15 was pretty active. As always, wide open. Let's start off with Wayne going down. I'm sure we could do the 6 in a row. K2AYQ, Wayne, please hand it over to Sean, KD2DJU. Sean, please hand it over to Mickey and Y2MC. Then over to David, KD2BVA, Tom, KD2GKL, and then George, KD2FKH. George, when you're done, please send it back to me, N2VU. Wayne.
N2VU, this is K2AYQ. Good evening, Donald. Good evening to the net, and Happy New Year. Yeah, everyone, be sure you write down that number 15 instead of 14 from now on. Not much going on here. Spent the morning de-decorating, if you will, and then spent most of the afternoon playing with the Rig Blaster Advantage and the PC, and trying to get it wired up with the weird Yaesu wiring that they have. One of the few rigs that uses only a 6-pin connector when everybody else and every other model of Yaesu uses the 8-pin apparently. 8-round or 8 RJ45. So that's been fun, and but I think I got it up and I think it's working, but I'll have to get a rig in order to try it. Beyond that, things are quiet. Can't think of anything else. Up to you, Sean. KD2DJU, K2AYQ.
Thank you, Wayne. This is KD2DJU. Say good evening to everybody here, and Happy New Year. Hopefully 2015 is very prosperous and very good and healthy for everybody this year. Not too much to report here, just working on some odds and ends, little projects here and there. And trying to think what else here. Having a brain fart like normal, I guess. So I'll pass it over to Mickey and Y2MC from KD2DJU.
Thank you, and Happy New Year to everybody. Spent a few minutes just a bit ago trying to track down a cat for Christmas. At my work, there's a stray cat that just wandered in. He's a pretty nice cat, and we were going to bring him home. And we got the litter box all set for him, got some food dishes, and now we can't find him. So that was my last 10 minutes. Other than that, I have been playing around on HF a little bit. It hasn't been incredibly good, I can tell you that, but I did get a few stations. I did get enough stations to get my ARRL Centennial QSO 1,000 points, if I so desire to send out for the certificate there. That was at least an accomplishment, something. Not that I'm a big contester, but that's something I can say that I did. How's that? What else? Oh, Kids Day. Hold on, I gotta make sure I announce this one. This Sunday is Kids Day, so grab a kid or two. Well, no, don't grab a kid or two. Borrow one, invite one over. Don't grab one. They'll put you in jail for that stuff. And I'll see if they want to get on the radio. This Sunday, I'm gonna have Gabby, Alex, and Jenny on there, and we'll see if we can make some contacts. That's always fun. And next thing on my brain, Dave, KD2BVA, before I hand it over to you, did you check out the magnet, and what do you think? I think that's it. All right, over to you, Dave, KD2BVA, NY2MC.
Well, thank you, Mickey. Well, hold off on ordering it until we get everything confirmed. I still gotta have Derek, I guess, send an email. I haven't heard from him recently. And, I didn't realize there was a certificate for 1,000 points. I managed to break, well, let's see, I got 1,104 points in the past 2 weeks. Almost entirely on accident. I didn't know there was a certificate for that. I thought that was pretty good, considering I've only been even playing with it for about 2 all back to being not worth points anymore. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to respond to. Oh, Wayne, did you have any success getting it hooked up, or was it just a headache? And with that, I'll pass it on to Tom. KD2GKO, KD2BVA.
Thank you, Dave, and Happy New Year's to everybody on the net and everybody listening. I went down after Donald's notice. I went down to Radio Shack in Saratoga and decided to help them go out of business a little bit. Big sign in the window says 25 or 50% off everything in the store. Well, when you get to the register, you ask about what's 50% off, and the guy says nothing. Everything's 25% off. But I bought some connectors and adapters and stuff anyhow. So, and yeah, Mickey, I think Mickey mentioned it. Yeah, I'll probably be to about March before I get used to writing 15 instead of 14. So I'm going to be writing some post-dated checks probably. So, been working on my that Mosley antenna. Got that apart. Want to rejuvenate the connections for the chokes, and the wires on there were so tight that when I loosened them up, there's no way I could get them back together. So now what I'm doing now is I'm rewinding all the chokes on it and cleaning that all up, putting all new stainless steel hardware on it. So I got one half of one element done. So that's where I am on that. Hope to have that, another week or so, have that up in the air. The tower's up. I just got Omni on it now, I got to pick up a rotor, and that'll be rocking and rolling. So I guess that's that for that. So with that, I will pass it over to George, KD2FKH from KD2GKO.
Thank you, Tom. KD2FKH. Happy New Year, everybody. Hope everybody had a good night last night and safe. Not much really going on. Kind of cool, eh? Quite a lot of people up around the village for everybody going swimming today. I can't believe that everybody went swimming, but other than that, it was kind of windy, a few snow flurries, and we might get to go at S stuff this weekend for the skiers and snowmobilers. I don't really have much else to say. Go ahead, Donald.
Thanks, George. KD2FKH from N2VU. I was not one of the people swimming in the lake today. Couldn't imagine it. And I don't know how the others do it. Tom, regarding the Radio Shack thing, yeah, it was kind of frustrating. I was there twice, the one over here in Aviation Mall. And the two times I was there was a different person. Actually, I was there 3 times. Twice it was this guy, Rob, that's usually there, who makes it very clear to everyone who walks in that he's very disgruntled and is leaving retail because of what's going on with that store. But anyway, yeah, they're very evasive when asking clearly what's 25 and what's 50. And I was told that everything that was green had a green label on it. And I did a 360 and anything else like that. Let me recycle this. Let's see, before we go down the list once again, let's see if there are any other stations that would like to join us. This is the Warren County Amateur Radio Club net, and it's open to all radio amateurs. If you'd like to join us, call now with your call sign, name, and QTH.
Here is person, W2WCR, Bernie and Hudson Falls from Birch.
This is November 2, Mike Oscar Mike, Meredith in Glens Falls. I just wanted to wish everybody a Happy New Year and hope everybody had a great Christmas. And I'll be checking in and checking out. Have a good evening, and to MOM.
Thank you, Meredith, and a happy New Year to you as well. One more call. Any other stations that would like to join us? Call sign, name, and QTH. Call now. Right, this is N2VU. If anyone's planning on hiking Mount Washington tonight, be sure to bundle up. It's -1 right now, but with that 49-mile-an-hour gust, the wind chill is roughly in the area of about -29 Fahrenheit this evening. So be forewarned. Let's do the same list again. Wayne, K2AYQ, then please hand it over to Sean, DJU, then Mickey, NY2MC, David, KD2BVA, Tom, KD2GKO, and then over to George. Actually, I take that back. I'm sorry. Meredith had secured, but Bernie didn't. So we start things off with Bernie. Sorry about that, everyone. W1BFC. We start with you, and then go to Wayne, Sean, Mickey, David, Tom, and then George before handing it back to me. Good evening and Happy New Year, Bernie, and to you.
Happy New Year to you too, Don. As I'm sitting here drinking a mimosa that my wife just made. I've been up Mount Washington in that kind of temperature, and the wind was a little fiercer than that. So, it's good stuff. I was up there in the wintertime once, and it was 9 below, and the wind was blowing, I think it was blowing 50, gusting to 68 that day. And I have pictures of it. I have pictures of me all bundled up in a snowsuit, barely able to stand up. To post that on the Hampton site, who knows? It'd be an interesting thing to look at. Not much to report here. Just recovering from Christmas and New Year and all the stuff that goes on this time of the year. And here I am. Things are good. Life is all right. Go back to work tomorrow. And next week, Randy, KD6UJM, just stopped by the house and had a nice visit with him. It looks like he might be back on the air probably in a week or so. We're trying to work out a radio deal. But anyway, he might be back, so we'll see. And let's see, I'll turn it over to you, Wayne, W1BFC in the group.
Yeah, okay, Bernie, just a note. I'm picking up quite a bit of hum on your signal. I'm not sure wherein it's coming from, whether that's through Birch or whether it's from your rig, but there seems to be quite a bit of hum. Not normal for your signal. And let's see, David, to answer your question, I actually had the thing receiving, not transmitting. I have a landline, so up to you, Sean.
Thank you, Wayne. Caught me off guard there. Thought you were going to keep talking for another minute. That's all right. I'll say good evening to Bernie. It's been a while since I've talked to you. And yeah, I'm still kind of floored with the local Radio Shacks that are going out of business. And I mean, I can't say much, not that I've shopped there within the last couple of years, but kind of a hassle, I guess you could say, if you need an adapter or something now with them, or not them being gone right yet, but in the future, them being gone, you have to order your stuff online and wait a couple days for it to show up. So, with that being said, I'll pass it over to Mickey, NY2MC from KD2 DJU.
This is NY2MC. Well, not all of the Radio Shacks are going, so there will be a few left in the area. That's good. Hopefully they'll still have some adapters and stuff, and not just cell phones. That'll be good. What was I going to say? Oh, Bernie, you talked to Randy. Is he still taking down the dipole in the backyard? Would be my question. And if so, if you talk to him about it, then we can talk later about it or whatever you want to do. And as a reminder, if anybody wants to check out the www.hamsinthewoods, I put up a couple of new videos. How's that? Some interesting ones anyway. Just a little walk around my backpack and how I throw an antenna into the trees. I did a couple of them. It was fun. I don't know. That's it. That's all I got. So I'll pass it over to Dave. It's over to you. And yeah, the sign that I was going to make, it doesn't necessarily have to be exactly that. I was just going to make something to make my car look official. How's that? Even if it's not official, that's all right too. Over to you, Dave. KD2BVA, NY2MC.
All right, well, I would wait. There have been some thoughts along making things look more official, and we've kind of lost track of it, but we need to get back to it. So I know Sean and I have discussed it. A number of things have been brought up. So yeah, don't buy the magnet yet. There may be something better. Who knows? And George, if you're still listening, yeah, the polar bear plunge. I think it peaked at 30 degrees here today. That wouldn't have been much fun. I know they say it's warm in the water, but I don't believe it. I've been in the water, 2 days after the ice went out. I think it was like April 5th or something, like maybe the 15th or something like that. Man, that was freezing. And the moment I got out of the water, my bathing suit turned to ice, so it wasn't fun. And how is Randy doing? Has he taken everything down? Has he gotten rid of everything like it sounded like he was going to do? Or is he trying to argue the point? Or what's happening? I haven't heard anything from him. And there was something else I wanted to respond to, but I didn't write it down. So I'll pass it over to Tom. KD2GKO and the net, KD2BVA.
Thank you, Dave.